They called me nuts when I said I'd empty their fancy $1 million pond, but there I was, 3 months later, crunching across what used to be sparkling water, now just a big muddy hole, with Lydia's high-end condo project sitting there like a beached whale, her shiny speedboats flopped over like forgotten toys in the dirt. Man, the satisfaction hit different. You see, Lydia Hawthorne, that sharp-tongued Boston transplant with her sleek black Mercedes and her HOA crown, thought she could bulldoze right over a guy like me, a retired Army engineer just trying to hold on to a piece of family history. She laughed in my face that first time, standing by her car saying, "We have the lawyers, the cash, and the clout. You're outmatched, Mr. Harlan." But she didn't know I'd inherited more than a rickety cabin. I owned the dam that made her precious Lake Willowbrook exist in the first place. Let me take you back to how it all started. Sitting here now on this old stone bridge my grandpa laid brick by brick during the Dust Bowl days, feeling the wood creak under my boots like it always has, reminding me of simpler times. I'm Jack Harlan, 55, hands rough from 2 decades in the Corps building stuff in deserts half a world away. Then another 10 in civvy construction gigs. Thought I'd earned some quiet after losing my Emily to that damn cancer fight last year. This bridge, it's sacred ground. Grandpa proposed to Grandma here in 43, Dad to Mom in 68, and me to Emily in 99, with fall leaves swirling on the water like confetti from heaven. After she passed, I'd walk it every dawn, feeling their warmth in the mist, you know? Lake Willowbrook's this slice of upstate heaven, 300 acres where us old-school folks with our fishing shacks from the 50s rub shoulders with the new money pouring in, tech execs planning glass palaces that scream, "Look at me!" We locals got etiquette. Tom Wilkins, my Vietnam buddy with his Purple Heart on the mantle, fixes boats for free over coffee. Martha Jenkins shares her garden veggies and bakes pies that taste like childhood, and we all just live easy, pine smoke drifting, tools swapped without fuss. Then 2020 hits, and enrolls Lydia like a storm in pearls, 48, fresh off a fat divorce settlement from some Wall Street shark, her $2.5 million waterfront mansion gleaming like a trophy she didn't earn. She eyed our lake through those pricey shades like it was her personal kingdom to conquer, all because her ego couldn't stand the rustic eyesores messing with her vision of upscale paradise. First run-in was at Jenkins's little market. She's up front griping to old Betty about visual inconsistencies dragging down property values, her Mercedes idling outside like it owned the road. She spots my flannel and work boots, flashes this fake grin. "Ah, one of our quaint locals," she purrs like I'm some exhibit. And right then I knew trouble was brewing. Her enhancement crusade kicked off 6 months later, precise as a drill sergeant. Tom's beat-up base boat, nautical blight. Martha's veggie patch, zoning mismatch. And my bridge? Hazardous relic, incompatible with our elevated standards. The violation notice lands like a grenade, all official stamps and threats, so I storm her marble lair with Grandpa's original permits spread on her fancy counter. "This bridge is grandfathered, county protected, and it's staying," I tell her flat out. She just smirks, fingers tapping like a countdown. How charmingly outdated, Jack. The board's voted. Progress waits for no one. 30 days or fines kick in. Her place reeked of fancy candles and entitlement, and as I left I thought, "Lady, you just poked the wrong vet." She didn't waste time, called a shady HOA meet in her living room, 7 p.m. Tuesday when folks like us are wiped from work, packed with her ritzy pals and Audis, sipping lattes. Us holdouts? Just me, Tom, Martha against her stacked deck. She slaps down a safety report from her cousin's firm back east, full of BS about collapse risks, photos doctored to look shaky. "This is fraud," I bark, my core voice cutting through. "Your guy's never even seen it. This stone's tougher than your fake tans." But her cronies vote it down. 8, $300-400 daily fines till I cave. Martha pats my arm. "Sorry, hun." And Lydia toasts her win with wine, but she'd underestimated my digging skills. While she partied, I hunkered in the county archives, dust and old paper filling my lungs, flipping files till I hit gold. The bridge sat on a public easement from 43. HOA had zero say. Plus their own rules exempted historic builds. Even sweeter, buried deeper was the lake's origin story. It ain't natural, folks. Dam built in 52 by a busted company. Ownership bounced to county, then sold cheap in 81 to settle debts. To Grandpa's trust. Boom. I own the dam, control the water, full rights to drain for maintenance under enviro laws overdue since 98. My gut twisted with that power. This wasn't just land grab for her. It was ego, pure and simple. Lydia hated anything not bowing to her cash-fueled vision, especially from peasants like us reminding her of roots she fled. Inner fire lit, I felt alive again, like deploying with a solid plan. Assembled my squad. Tom for recon, Martha for neighbor whispers, my water lawyer Rachel Kane confirming, Jack, you hold the keys, drain it legally, her loans tank without that view. We mapped it surgical, drop levels 10 feet south where her condos hug the shore, spare our upstream spots. Motive? Hers was control, manipulating the HOA to hike values for her flip schemes, jealous of our real ties while she bought hers. Ours? Protect legacy from her greed that had already isolated folks, whispers turning friends wary. Lydia smelled blood, switched to dirty tricks, noise complaints on my dawn fishing, fines for my dock's faded paint, even a PI tailing me like some spy flick. One night, camera catches her in dark clothes sawing my pilings. Tom reviews footage over beer. Guilty as hell, that strut screams her. She ups it, digs my service records, calls a wellness check with the sheriff trailing in her car, dabbing fake tears. Officer, he's paranoid, unstable vet, might snap. I stay cool, hand over my file stack. Here's the real harassment, deputy. Footage, fines, sabotage. Sheriff turns to her. Ma'am, false reports are criminal, back off. Her mask cracks, eyes flashing fury. This isn't over. I'll line your shack till you break. But I'd prepped the nuke. Filed enviro papers for mandatory dewatering, public notice hitting her like a gut punch. She tries sabotage again, hires goons to torch dam controls. But Tom's night vision nabs him, confessions spilling. She paid us $15K to disable it. Charges fly, conspiracy, vandalism, while she bribes me in the store, envelope fat with cash. Everyone bends, Jack. Name your price. I record it, deadpan. Keep it for your lawyers. Some things ain't for sale. Her smears hit socials. Unhinged neighbor torpedoing progress. But courts slap her injunctions down. Environmental mandate trumps your wallet, Miss Hawthorne. Memorial Day dawns crisp. Crowds boating. Her condo launch buzzing. Me at the dam with officials. Cameras rolling. She screeches up, investors in tow, heels clicking frantic. Stop, you're ruining me. Hair wild, voice cracking as I turn the valve, water gushing out. Her docks emerging muddy, boats tilting pathetic. Deputy holds her back as she lunges. This is my dream. Investors bail, loans calling due, her empire crumbling public. By noon, South End's a crater, fish thriving in new shallows, clarity sparkling. News crews capture her meltdown. Me calm. Just stewardship, folks. Grandpa's legacy lives. 6 months on, Lake's reborn. Fish up 50%, value steady, HOA reformed with us leading enviro pushes. Lydia? Bankrupt, convicted, slunk back to Boston, a cautionary tale. I chair the county green board now. Even found spark with Martha's cousin Anna. Bridge saw another proposal last week, my nephew's. But here's the rub. Was I hero or bully? She pushed first, but draining hid innocence too. Community healed, yet scars linger. What would you do if some HOA tyrant targeted your roots? Drop a comment. Your nightmare story, thoughts on justice versus revenge, how far is too far in neighborhood wars. Hit subscribe if these real-life fights back inspire you. Share if you've battled bullies and won. Thanks for listening. Till next time, protect what matters.